Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of November 2nd through the 8th. And during that time, we have a waxing gibbous into the full moon on the 5th, the 6th, and then the waning gibbous. So, of course, the most important moon energy this week will be the full moon. And sometimes that energy can be even further, even 3 to 4 days, kind of just depending. I had a lot of that kind of energy last month. It kind of depends on the moon. Um, but yeah, it's these harvest moons seem to be just huge, don't they? I'm not sure if it's a super moon this month or not. I didn't look into that, but I probably should anyway. But that full moon energy, sometimes, for some people, that can be just heightened senses. Some people get a little snappy, irritable. Your emotions might be heightened also. Some people get, they have changes in their sleeping patterns. So it's a good time to release resentment and fear and practice patience and calm. And really, if that full moon energizes you like it does me, get some things done. I mean, I know that if I'm up late, it's probably because the moon is full, and I'm probably in my kitchen meal prepping or just just doing something crazy at night because I can't really sleep and I just have all the energy. So keep that in mind as you move through your week. And if that's how you are, then just go ahead and use that energy. It's fine. We can sleep later, right? All right, Taurus, let's get into this reading. This will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may or may not encounter. So, as always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is luck is on your side, which is really awesome. I was just doing some reading about the planet Jupiter and where it is in the astrology. If you're into that, astrology is something that there's just so much to learn and know. I mean, I really try, and I do a little bit every day to try to learn more and more. But the reading I just did, the card that came out was prosperity is on your side. Now we've got luck on your side. So I feel like, and there is something going on right now with Jupiter. So I won't go into it, but if you're curious, you might want to look into that and see where it is in the placements and see how it might be affecting you this week. And actually, I think through the whole month. All right. So, my fun weekly reminder this week, Taurus, is that you notice the world around you when it comes to synchronicities. And this could be an animal that you don't always see that you might catch or not catch, but I mean catch in the way that you see it. But don't catch some of them. For me, that would be I just saw a hawk the other day in the backyard. I just gave into autumn because I just really fight. I love summer and I really fight it. And it was so crispy and cool. And I put on George Winston's Autumn album and it was playing through the house. And I looked out the window and there was a hawk sitting on this tree stump that we've got out there that we're going to turn into a fairy. Anyway, I'm rambling now, but it was just really neat to see this hawk pretty close up. Um, and so, I think of the attributes of that animal and I put it towards something that I've got, whatever challenge I'm going through in my own life and kind of apply that. So that's how I use the animal synchronicity. There might be numbers or repeating things. I'm going to take that card that's coming out, repeating things for you. This could also be like a song that you overhear, but do watch those synchronicities this week, maybe a little bit more than normal. Those are the little breadcrumbs that the universe is offering you on your unique path, kind of to guide you and show you where you are. So, all right, your present energy right now, Taurus, open heart, Ace of Cups, love it. Your cup overfloweth with love. It looks like you're just in a really good place right now, especially emotionally. And this could be with, friends, family, your partnerships. You're just generally in a happy mood. I love, and luck is on your side. So that's great. If it's time for you to play the lottery this week, maybe that's a good, if you're going to enter a contest, it's a really good week to do that too, with all this luck coming your way. Your current situation is the death card. So it's some sort of ending. And I'm not even seeing this as sometimes people see the death card and they're like, oh, but no, you're very positive about this. Some part of your life is coming to an end, but it's actually a positive thing for you. I don't see it as being something negative. It's just an ending. It's an ending of a way of being, and you're moving into a new way of being. We'll see if the cards can let us know what that is. But I just don't even get that feeling that it's a bad ending. It's just an ending, and it's okay. Like you're okay with it. At the root of your situation is the Seven of Swords. So this is a card of cunning and craftiness. This could be theft or hidden agenda, but I feel like in this case, it's kind of being a little bit crafty. Whatever you've got going on right now, that you're trying to maybe do some sort of planning or something, but you're some information. This could be even work related, where let's say you're in a meeting and you know some information, but you've only shared a couple of swords of that information. The rest of them you're kind of holding to your chest and you're walking away with, like, I'm not going to give up all of that information right now. So there seems to be a situation. I use work as an example, but of course it could be friends, family, some other situation that you've got going on where you're only giving out a little bit of the information yet. Some of it you're kind of holding back on. We'll see if the cards tell us why here. In your recent past is the Ace of Wands. So this is a big yes. This is a new passion, something that you're coming into, and it could be the reason why something else is ending. But look at both of these aces. We've got, these are just new things for you. And that's why, again, I don't feel like this death card is very negative at all. I feel like it's actually just like it's like walking from one phase of your life into the next, which is really positive. What's on your mind this week is your financial stability here with the Four of Pentacles. So you're thinking about your stability and you're kind of holding on to things, and it could be something it could be something that's just on your mind, the stability with these changes that are coming about. And it's just something you're thinking about, which is okay. It's on your mind. What is just ahead of you this week is the King of Swords. So just ahead of you is logic. This is like knowledge of, uh, like I call this the Mr. Spock of the deck. This is someone who deals with something on a very logical basis. Everything is very, that sword is, you speak logically, excuse me, you're speaking logically, you're thinking logically, and that's ahead of you this week. So I don't see a whole lot of emotions. And again, even with this change, you're emotionally very stable, but you're also being very logical and very lucky, which that's great. I love that. In your advice position this week is the Nine of Swords, which means you're going to have a little bit of anxiety. And this could be brought on by this change. And I feel like, too, it's very adaptable. It just is what it is. I don't see any of these cards as being negative for some reason. I do feel like it's a change. You might be a little bit nervous about the change, or just think it's just causing you to think new thoughts. And again, you're thinking about, your financial stability. Are you trying to logic your way through this? But you've also got, you've got these feelings and your heart's overflowing, and there's passion and love involved. So um it's okay. It's okay. This anxiety, I feel like it's just a normal anxiety, just like this death card. It's something that's very normal this week. Sometimes these cards can be kind of more on the negative side, and I'm just not feeling it. I'm just feeling like, yeah, you're supposed to be nervous about this, about whatever it is you're being anxious about. What is beyond your control this week is, yeah, there's a 10 ending here with the 10 of Wands. So beyond your control, this ending is happening. It came up already here with this death card, and it's okay. Again, I just feel like saying, I just want to give you a hug and be like, it's all going to be just fine. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid? Is the Three of Pentacles. So this is coming together with, this is kind of creativity. This is collaborating on things. And is this your secret desire, or are you trying to avoid this? And in what reason? Again, this could be work related. This could be family or friends related. Is there some reason that you need to be collaborating on something right now? Or are you trying to avoid that? So that'll be your big question this week. And it's the thing that you need to answer and address. So if you would like to be collaborating, let's get that going. If you're trying to avoid that, then that's okay too. Maybe let people know that this isn't the week for it. Maybe next week you'll be ready to collaborate, or maybe in the next month. But just put that information. That's your big question of the week. In your outcome position, more swords here with the Five of Swords. So, the five is about, this can be about winning, but also, is it winning through deceit or underhanded tactics? But I also get the feeling too this is about not giving all the information. So some of this information seems to be, if you see these people that, this person looks like their feelings are a little bit hurt. You might need to just watch your tongue a little bit this week on the things that are said, because it just might lead to hurt feelings. And again, but I feel like both of these people are kind of holding on to information. The swords are about air energy, so it's thoughts and ideas, but it can also be communication and words. So are there words that were said that you wish you could take back? Did you hurt some feelings? Are you not saying everything? In both of these cards, you're holding on to some information. So, think about all of that and think about the words that you're saying and how those things do affect others. So let's look around at the numerology here, which I don't see anything jumping out at me. Let's see what's hidden from you here at the bottom of the deck. What's hidden from you is the Four of Wands, which is about a celebration. This could actually be about a marriage. A lot of times this is our card of weddings and engagements and that sort of thing. So this is something that's kind of hidden from you as you're going through whatever this is, this ending. Maybe you're newly engaged and that's what this ending is. It's just the ending of a certain phase of your life, and now you're moving into this next phase. So while this doesn't seem to be, it's there, but it doesn't seem to be prevalent on your mind yet. And you might be trying to get some things together so that you can collaborate on planning this. That would make total sense to me right now. You're also thinking about your financial stability, and that leads us to having two fours on the table, which is 44. So look that up as an angel number and let that give you a little bit of guidance this week also. So, all right, let's see what the Soul Oracle deck has to say for Taurus this week. Taurus, November 2nd through the 8th, as they kind of deal with an ending. I feel like I just want to use the word transition, that you're in a transition right now. Is that the right? Oh, we got one of these cards stuck in there. There we go. Let's try that again. Yeah, that you're in a transition, like something's ending, you're moving towards a new phase. Oh, that's too many cards. Let's keep going here. Taurus, November 2nd through the 8th. All right. Count your blessings. Never bad advice. Yeah, look around. I mean, you do seem to be blessed. You've got this Ace of Cups going on. And again, this ending or this transition. I'm not even going to say the word ending anymore. I feel like you're in transition mode. So count your blessings there that you're in transition mode, and let's just make smart decisions about how you do that. Okay, what does Taurus need to do in the way of self-care this week? Self-care for Taurus as they're in this transition mode. And the card that you get is the card called Growth, which I love the art here. It's like a little greenhouse and a tree coming out of it there. Evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So yeah, it's transition, it's evolution, it's time to change and evolve. And sometimes that does involve being uncomfortable or, like I said, a little anxious. And it's okay. It's okay to have that kind of, I feel like this kind of anxiety to me is like stage fright. It's like, oh, you're nervous, you're going to do this thing, but then you get on stage and you're like, oh, everything's fine. What was I worried about? And it's just that nervous energy that you're supposed to have. It's kind of that adrenaline before you do something really exciting. So it's not negative to have that. And again, I feel like you're in a transition phase. So, Taurus, thank you so much for being here with me this week. Let me know in the comments if you're comfortable sharing. Are you in some sort of transition phase right now? If so, luck is on your side. It looks like, whatever's going on for you, you're definitely very lucky right now. And also count your blessings and let everybody know around you. You've got this open heart. If you have blessings around you, just if it any way involves people, let them know how you're feeling, because that's always very nice. So, anyway, if you're comfortable sharing, drop me a comment down below. I do readings every week, so come back next week and we'll see if this energy continues or if there's something completely new here for you. Also, if you like my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps my channel. I appreciate that so much, but more importantly, it'll help you find me next week. So thanks so much and see you next time. Bye-bye.